We are studying the Brassicaceae family, and I'm out on the San Diego River again to look for another mustard species. And as you can see, the habitat is pretty weedy. Right in front of me, we have Cortaderia cellosa, or pampas grass. Right there is some Funiculum vulgare, or fennel. And right here, we have a mustard species that we can identify together. And even though it's late in the season, we can still ID it. So this is a Cicimbrium, and we'll key it out together. Here's our Cicimbrium key in the Jepson, and we'll look at our first couplet. Fruit narrowly awl-shaped, that means coming to a tip. 1 to 1.4 centimeters, oppressed to the rachis, seeds 10 to 20. Or 1 prime, fruit narrowly linear, 3 to 14 centimeters, not oppressed to the rachis, seeds 30 to 140. So here is oppressed to the rachis. This is Brassica nigra right here. So you can get an example of what that means. So rachis is just the stem, and the fruits are sitting right up against it. Clearly, our plant, the Cicimbrium, is not oppressed to the rachis. And then the seed count was 88. So 10 to 20 seeds, and 1 doesn't fit. It's not oppressed to the rachis, and it's not awl-shaped. It's the perfect example of linear. So 1 prime fits really good. So let's look at 2 and 2 prime. Pedicels narrower than the fruit, or pedicels plus or minus as thick as the fruit. So if we look at the fruit here, see, here's the pedicel. The pedicel is what holds the fruit on, and its thickness is exactly the same width as the fruit is. So that fits really well. So pedicels are not narrower than the fruit. A good example of narrower than the fruit is Cicimbrium aereo, which is sitting right next to me here. And you can see, if you look closely, the fruit there has a pedicel that is much thinner. So that's Cicimbrium aereo. And that would take us the other way in the key. So let's go to 4 and 4 prime, the next couplet. Distalmost leaves finely pinnately divided into linear thread-like segments, sepals horned, pedicels 6 to 10 millimeters. Well, clearly we don't have any leaves, so let's just go with the pedicel measurement. And I measured these pedicels, and they were between 3, 4, and 5. So that fits our second one, 4 prime, pedicels 1 to 6 millimeters. So we'll go with our next couplet, 5 and 5 prime. Pedicels, we have the length there, 1 to 2 millimeters. Petals, 1.4 to 2.5. We don't have any petals. Seeds, 30 to 46. Or pedicels, 3 to 6 millimeters. Petals, 7 to 9. Seeds, 80 to 100. And we had 88 seeds, and we had that measurement between 3 to 6 for pedicels. So we'll key it to Cicimbrium orientale. And that is commonly found on the coast, and I'm pretty close to the coast, so that fits perfect. And now the next thing we can do is look up the distribution of the Cicimbriums and see what fits. We also had aereo here too, so that's what the aereo looks like when compared to the Cicimbrium orientale.